What if I told you that right now? A silent threat could be damaging your heart, your brain, your kidneys, and your blood vessels without causing a single symptom, no pain, no warning, no obvious signs. Yet every second it remains untreated. The damage continues. This hidden danger affects nearly 1 in 2 adults worldwide, and millions don't even know they have it. It's called high blood pressure, also known as hypertension, and doctors call it the silent killer for a reason, because by the time many people discover they have it, the damage has already begun. Today we're going to uncover everything you need to know about high blood pressure: what it is, why it's dangerous, what causes it, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. This information could save your life. So stay with me. What is blood pressure? Let's simplify this. Your heart is basically a powerful pump. Its job is simple: pump oxygen-rich blood through your body. Every organ depends on this: your brain, your kidneys, your muscles, your heart itself. Everything needs blood, and for blood to travel through your body, it needs pressure. That pressure is called blood pressure. Every time your heart beats, it pushes blood through your arteries. That creates force against your artery walls. That force is what doctors measure. Understanding blood pressure numbers. When you check your blood pressure, you see 2 numbers. For example, 120/80. But what do these numbers actually mean? The top number is called systolic pressure. This measures pressure when your heart contracts and pumps blood. This is usually the higher number. The bottom number is called diastolic pressure. This measures pressure when your heart relaxes between beats. This is usually the lower number. Think of it like this: top number equals pressure during the pump, bottom number equals pressure during rest. Both numbers matter. A healthy blood pressure is generally around 120/80 or lower. When those numbers rise too high, problems begin. What counts as high blood pressure? Here's a simple breakdown. Normal, below 120/80, elevated 120/129 systolic, and below 80 diastolic. Stage 1, hypertension, 130/139 systolic or 80/89 diastolic stage. 2, hypertension, 140/90 or higher. Hypertensive crisis, 180/120 or higher. This is a medical emergency. If your blood pressure reaches this level, you need immediate medical attention because the risk of stroke, heart attack, or organ damage rises dramatically. Why is high blood pressure dangerous? Here's the scary part. High blood pressure usually doesn't hurt. You can feel completely normal. No symptoms, no pain, no discomfort. That's why it's so dangerous. Because while you feel fine, damage may already be happening. Imagine water flowing through a garden hose. If the pressure is normal, everything works smoothly. But what happens if pressure becomes too high? The hose experiences constant stress. Over time, it weakens, it stiffens, it cracks. Your blood vessels work the same way. Constant high pressure damages artery walls, and over time, that damage becomes serious, very serious. Why it's called the silent killer. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because symptoms rarely appear early. Many people discover it only after something goes wrong: a stroke, a heart attack, kidney failure, vision loss, heart failure. That's often when the truth is revealed. The scary reality: you could have high blood pressure for years without knowing. That's why regular checks matter, because what you don't know can hurt you. How common is high blood pressure? The numbers are shocking. Globally, over 1.3 billion people live with hypertension. That's an enormous number. Even more concerning, millions don't know they have it. And among those diagnosed, many don't have it under control. That means millions of people are living with ongoing silent damage every day. This is why understanding hypertension matters so much, because awareness saves lives. Why blood pressure rises. Blood pressure rises when your heart has to work harder to push blood through your arteries. This usually happens because of one big problem: resistance. Think of blood vessels like pipes. Healthy pipes are flexible and smooth. Blood flows easily. But unhealthy arteries become stiff, narrow, less elastic. This creates resistance. And when resistance increases, the heart must pump harder. That raises blood pressure. Over time, the heart gets overworked, blood vessels get damaged, organs begin suffering. The dangerous cycle. This creates a dangerous cycle. High blood pressure damages arteries. Damaged arteries become stiffer. Stiffer arteries increase pressure even more. More pressure causes more damage. And the cycle continues. Month after month, year after year. This is why untreated high blood pressure becomes so dangerous, because the damage compounds over time, slowly, silently, relentlessly, symptoms most people ignore, even though hypertension is often symptomless. Some people may notice warning signs when blood pressure becomes severely elevated. These can include headaches, dizziness, blurry vision, shortness of breath, chest pain, fatigue, nosebleeds. But here's the important part. Do not wait for symptoms. Many people never feel any symptoms at all. That's why relying on how you feel is risky. The only reliable way to know? Check your blood pressure. The big question. Here's the question that matters most. If high blood pressure can damage nearly every organ in your body, what exactly is happening inside? How does it damage the heart, the brain, the kidneys? And why does it increase your risk of stroke and heart attack so dramatically? The answer is alarming. And understanding it might completely change how you think about your health. Now, you understand what high blood pressure is. But here's the frightening part. High blood pressure is not just about numbers on a screen. It's about what those numbers are doing inside your body every second, every minute, every day. Because when your blood pressure stays high for months or years, it slowly begins damaging nearly every major organ in your body, and most people have no idea it's happening. Let's uncover the damage. Your blood vessels take the first hit. The first place high blood pressure causes damage is your blood vessels. This is where the problem begins. Imagine constantly forcing water through a hose at extremely high pressure. At first, the hose looks fine, but over time, the walls weaken, cracks form, damage builds. Your arteries behave the same way. When blood pressure remains too high, the inner lining of your arteries becomes damaged. Tiny tears begin forming. Your body tries to repair these damaged areas, but this repair process creates another dangerous problem. Plaque buildup, fat, cholesterol, calcium. These substances begin sticking to damaged artery walls. This causes arteries to become narrower, harder, less flexible. This condition is called atherosclerosis, and it's extremely dangerous because now blood flow becomes restricted. Less oxygen reaches vital organs, and risk rises dramatically. How high blood pressure damages your heart. Your heart is one of the hardest hit organs. Think about what happens every day. Your heart beats around 100,000 times daily. That's an enormous workload. Now imagine forcing that heart to pump against higher resistance every single beat. That's what hypertension does. It makes your heart work harder, much harder. At first, your heart adapts. Like any muscle under stress, it gets bigger, thicker, stronger. This condition is called left ventricular hypertrophy. At first, it seems helpful. A stronger heart sounds good, right? Not exactly, because over time, that thickened heart muscle becomes stiff, less efficient, weaker. Eventually, the heart struggles to pump properly, and this can lead to heart failure, irregular heartbeat, chest pain, reduced oxygen delivery. Your heart literally becomes exhausted. The risk of heart attack. Here's where things become dangerous. Remember plaque buildup in arteries? That plaque can also build inside the arteries feeding your heart. These are called coronary arteries. Their job is critical. They supply oxygen-rich blood to the heart muscle. If these arteries narrow, blood flow decreases. Your heart gets less oxygen. And if a blockage becomes severe, part of the heart muscle starts dying. That's a heart attack. This is why high blood pressure is one of the biggest risk factors for heart attacks. Not overnight, but over years of silent damage. How high blood pressure damages your brain. Now let's talk about the brain. Your brain depends on constant blood flow. Even brief interruptions can cause major damage. High blood pressure puts enormous stress on the delicate blood vessels inside the brain. This increases the risk of one of the most feared medical emergencies, stroke. There are two main ways hypertension causes stroke. 1. Blocked blood vessel. A narrowed artery becomes blocked by a clot. Blood flow stops. Brain cells begin dying within minutes. This causes an ischemic stroke. 2. Burst blood vessel. A weakened blood vessel ruptures. Bleeding occurs inside the brain. This causes a hemorrhagic stroke. Both are extremely dangerous. Both can be life-changing or life-ending. Silent brain damage. Here's something many people don't realize. High blood pressure doesn't only increase stroke risk, it can also cause slow, silent brain damage over time. This affects memory, focus, thinking speed, cognitive function. Research shows uncontrolled hypertension increases the risk of dementia, cognitive decline, Alzheimer's disease. Why? Because years of high pressure damage the tiny blood vessels that nourish the brain. Less blood flow means less oxygen, and brain cells suffer. That means hypertension doesn't just affect lifespan, it affects brain health too. How high blood pressure damages kidneys. Your kidneys are another major target. Most people don't think about kidneys until something goes wrong, but they're essential. Your kidneys filter waste from your blood. They help balance fluids. They regulate electrolytes, and they help control blood pressure itself. But here's the problem. Your kidneys contain thousands of tiny blood vessels. These vessels are extremely sensitive. High blood pressure damages them over time. As damage increases, the kidneys struggle to filter blood properly. Waste begins building up, fluid retention increases, and kidney function declines. This can eventually lead to chronic kidney disease, kidney failure, dialysis. And here's the worst part. Kidney damage often worsens blood pressure. So another dangerous cycle begins. High blood pressure damages kidneys. Damaged kidneys raise blood pressure even more. That leads to more damage. Your eyes can be damaged, too. Yes, even your vision is at risk. Tiny blood vessels in your eyes can also become damaged. This condition is called hypertensive retinopathy. When blood vessels in the retina weaken, you may experience blurry vision, vision changes, eye damage, permanent vision loss. Again, this damage happens silently, slowly, without obvious warning. The long-term danger. This is why high blood pressure is so serious. It's not just one bad day. It's cumulative damage, small damage today, more tomorrow, more next month, more next year. The effects build quietly, relentlessly, until one day something breaks, a stroke, a heart attack, heart failure, kidney failure, vision loss. That's why doctors take hypertension so seriously, because long-term exposure to high pressure is devastating. Why early action matters. Here's the good news. Most of this damage is preventable, and in many cases, reversible to some extent. The earlier you catch high blood pressure, the better your outcome. This is why regular screening matters. This is why lifestyle changes matter. This is why awareness matters, because every step you take to lower blood pressure reduces risk, and that can change your future completely. But this leads to a huge question. Why does blood pressure rise in the first place? What causes hypertension? Is it stress, salt, weight gain, genetics, poor sleep? The answer is more complicated than most people think. And some of the causes may surprise you. Now you know how dangerous high blood pressure can be. It damages your arteries, strains your heart, increases stroke risk, harms your kidneys, even affects your brain and vision. But this leads to one major question. Why does blood pressure rise in the first place? What's actually causing it? Is it just salt? Is it stress? Is it genetics? The truth is, high blood pressure usually doesn't have just one cause. It often develops from multiple factors working together. Some are obvious, others are hidden, and some might surprise you. Let's uncover the biggest causes. Cause number one, too much salt is one of the most well-known causes of high blood pressure, and for good reason. Your body needs some sodium to function, but too much creates problems. Big problems. Here's why. Salt causes your body to hold on to extra water. More water in your bloodstream means more fluid volume. More fluid means more pressure against artery walls. Think of filling a water balloon with more water. Pressure rises. The same thing happens in your blood vessels. More fluid equals more pressure. And modern diets contain enormous amounts of sodium, not just from table salt, but from processed foods. Foods like chips, instant noodles, frozen meals, processed meats, fast food sauces, packaged snacks. Many people consume far more sodium than they realize, and over time, this pushes blood pressure higher. Because number two, ultra-processed foods. This is one of the biggest modern causes. Processed foods don't just contain excess salt, they often contain added sugar, unhealthy fats, preservatives, refined carbs, hidden calories. These foods contribute to weight gain, inflammation, poor metabolic health, and rising blood pressure. The scary part, they're everywhere, convenient, cheap, highly addictive, and heavily marketed. Over time, a diet filled with ultra-processed foods puts enormous stress on your body. This raises blood pressure silently, month after month, year after year. Cause number three, excess body weight. This is one of the strongest risk factors. The more excess weight your body carries, the harder your heart has to work. Think about it. More body tissue requires more oxygen. More oxygen requires more blood flow. That means the heart must pump harder. This increases pressure. Excess body fat also causes hormonal and inflammatory changes. These changes can narrow blood vessels, increase insulin resistance, raise inflammation, make blood pressure harder to control. Even small weight gain can affect blood pressure. The good news? Even modest weight loss can make a huge difference. Losing just 5–10% of body weight can significantly improve blood pressure in many people. Because number four, the lack of physical activity. Your body was designed to move. Movement keeps your heart strong, blood vessels flexible, circulation healthy. But modern life has become increasingly sedentary. Hours of sitting, less walking, less movement, less exercise. This creates problems. When you don't move enough, circulation worsens, weight increases, heart health declines, blood vessels stiffen. All of these raise blood pressure. Exercise helps in powerful ways. It strengthens the heart. A stronger heart pumps blood more efficiently. That means less effort, less resistance, lower pressure. Even simple movement helps. Walking, cycling, swimming, daily activity matters. Cause number five, chronic stress. Stress is a major hidden factor. When you're stressed, your body activates survival mode. Stress hormones rise, especially adrenaline, cortisol. These hormones cause immediate changes. Heart rate rises, blood vessels tighten, blood pressure goes up. This response helps during emergencies. But modern stress rarely disappears. Work pressure, financial stress, family responsibilities, emotional burdens. Chronic stress keeps your body stuck in high alert mode, and that can contribute to long-term hypertension. There's another problem. Stress often leads to unhealthy habits. People may overeat, smoke, drink alcohol, sleep poorly. These behaviors raise blood pressure even more. Cause number six, poor sleep. This cause is often overlooked. Sleep is essential for heart health. During healthy sleep, your blood pressure naturally drops. This gives your heart and blood vessels time to recover. But poor sleep changes everything. Short sleep, interrupted sleep, sleep disorders, all increase blood pressure risk. One major issue is sleep apnea. This condition causes breathing interruptions during sleep. Oxygen levels drop, stress hormones rise, blood pressure increases. Repeatedly, many people with sleep apnea don't even know they have it. Common signs include loud snoring, daytime fatigue, morning headaches, poor sleep quality. Poor sleep affects far more than energy. It directly impacts blood pressure. Cause number seven, smoking and alcohol. Both can significantly raise blood pressure. Smoking damages blood vessels almost immediately. Nicotine causes blood vessels to tighten. That increases pressure. Over time, smoking also damages artery walls and increases plaque buildup. That makes hypertension even worse. Alcohol is another major factor. Too much alcohol can raise blood pressure, increase weight gain, disrupt sleep, affect heart rhythm. Moderation matters a lot. Because number eight, genetics and age. Some factors are beyond your control. Genetics play a role. If high blood pressure runs in your family, your risk increases. Age also matters. As people get older, blood vessels naturally become stiffer. Less flexible arteries create more resistance. That raises blood pressure. But genetics are not destiny. Lifestyle still matters greatly. Even if you have risk factors, healthy habits can dramatically reduce risk. Hidden causes many people miss. There are also hidden causes people often ignore. These include certain medications, hormonal disorders, kidney disease, chronic dehydration, excess caffeine, drug use. Sometimes hypertension develops because of underlying medical conditions. That's why proper medical evaluation matters, especially if blood pressure rises suddenly. The important truth. Here's what matters most. High blood pressure doesn't appear overnight. It develops slowly, through repeated habits, repeated stress, repeated damage. That's actually good news, because it means small improvements can create powerful change. One healthier meal, one walk, one better night of sleep, one healthier choice, these small actions add up, and they can dramatically lower blood pressure over time. But here comes the biggest question. What can you actually do starting today? How do you lower blood pressure naturally? And when do medications become necessary? That's exactly what we'll cover next. Now you understand the causes, you know what raises blood pressure, you know how dangerous uncontrolled hypertension can be. But here's the most important question of all. What can you actually do about it? Can high blood pressure be lowered naturally? The answer is yes. In many cases, blood pressure can improve dramatically with the right lifestyle changes. And even if medication is necessary, healthy habits still remain incredibly powerful. The good news? You don't need to change everything overnight. Small daily improvements can create life-changing results. Let's talk about what actually works. Step 1. Reduce salt intake. This is one of the fastest ways to improve blood pressure. Too much sodium causes your body to hold extra water. That increases pressure inside blood vessels. Lowering sodium helps reduce that pressure. But here's the important part. Most sodium doesn't come from the salt shaker. It comes from processed foods. Hidden sources include fast food, frozen meals, chips, processed meats, sauces, instant noodles, packaged snacks. Even foods that don't taste salty can contain huge amounts of sodium. Start reading labels. Look for sodium content. Cook more meals at home when possible. Use herbs and spices for flavor instead of excess salt. Small changes here can make a huge difference. Step 2. Eat blood pressure. Friendly foods. Food can be powerful medicine. The right foods help support healthy blood vessels, reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and naturally lower blood pressure. Focus on whole, nutrient-rich foods, especially foods rich in potassium, magnesium, fiber. These nutrients help regulate blood pressure. Excellent choices include bananas, leafy greens, avocados, beans, yogurt, oats, berries, sweet potatoes, nuts, seeds. These foods help balance sodium and support heart health. One eating pattern that works especially well is the DASH diet. DASH stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. It focuses on fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, low-fat dairy. This eating pattern has helped many people lower blood pressure naturally. Step 3. Move your body. Daily exercise is one of the most powerful tools for lowering blood pressure. And you don't need extreme workouts. Simple movement works. Walking, cycling, swimming, dancing. Consistency matters more than intensity. Why does exercise help? Because movement strengthens the heart. A stronger heart pumps blood more efficiently. That means less pressure inside arteries. Exercise also helps with weight management, stress reduction, better circulation, improved sleep. All of these support healthier blood pressure. Aim for at least 30 minutes of activity most days. Even walking helps. The key is consistency. Move daily. Step 4. Lose excess weight. Even small weight loss can have powerful effects. This is especially important if you carry excess body fat around the waist. Why? Because abdominal fat is strongly linked to high blood pressure. It increases inflammation, hormonal imbalance, and metabolic stress. But here's encouraging news. You don't need massive weight loss. Even losing 5 to 10 pounds can improve blood pressure. Small progress matters a lot. Focus on sustainable habits, not crash diets. Real results come from consistent lifestyle changes. Step 5. Manage stress. Chronic stress keeps blood pressure elevated. That's why stress management matters very much. The goal isn't to eliminate stress completely. That's impossible. The goal is learning how to respond better. Helpful strategies include deep breathing, prayer, or meditation, walking outdoors, spending time with loved ones, reducing screen time, relaxation techniques. Even 10 minutes of calm daily can help. Stress management is not a luxury, it's part of protecting your heart. Step 6. Improve sleep. Sleep is one of the most underrated health tools. Poor sleep raises blood pressure. Good sleep helps lower it. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. To improve sleep, keep a regular sleep schedule. Avoid screens before bed. Limit caffeine late in the day. Make your room dark and quiet if you snore heavily or feel exhausted during the day. Talk to a doctor. Sleep apnea may be affecting your blood pressure. Step 7. Quit smoking. This is huge. Smoking causes immediate spikes in blood pressure. It damages blood vessels, raises heart attack risk, and worsens hypertension. The moment you quit, your body starts healing, blood vessel function improves, heart health improves, circulation improves. Quitting smoking is one of the best decisions you can make for your blood pressure and your life. Step 8. Limit alcohol and excess caffeine. Too much alcohol raises blood pressure. Excess caffeine can also affect some people. Pay attention to how your body responds. Moderation matters, especially if your blood pressure is already elevated. When medication is needed, sometimes lifestyle changes aren't enough, and that's okay. Many people need medication to control hypertension. Common blood pressure medications help by relaxing blood vessels, removing excess fluid, reducing heart workload. Medication is not failure. It's treatment. And for many people, it can be life-saving. The important thing is control, because controlled blood pressure dramatically lowers risk. Final truth. Here's what I want you to remember. High blood pressure is dangerous, but it's manageable and often preventable. That's the powerful part. You are not powerless. Every healthy choice matters. Every walk matters. Every healthier meal matters. Every better night of sleep matters. Small actions done consistently can completely change your future. Final message. If you have high blood pressure or you're worried about it, please don't ignore it. Check it, monitor it, take action, because high blood pressure may be silent, but the damage doesn't stay silent forever. The earlier you act, the better your outcome. Your heart matters, your brain matters, your health matters, and your future is worth protecting. CTA. Have you ever checked your blood pressure? Do you struggle with hypertension, or are you working to lower it? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story could help someone else take action. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this, because one simple blood pressure check could save a life.